Yippee-ki-yay. Hey everybody, Kuro the artist here, and I am here with Kellen. How you doing today, buddy? All of that. So as always, first and foremost, please let me know if either my or his volume is either too loud or too quiet. I can try to make the proper adjustments, but we have just started Wave 7 of Drawing with Kuro, and I will be drawing this lovely transformation Shock. We'll get into his information in a little bit. There are still some final commissions I'm waiting to hear back from, but more or less the Wave 7 commission list can be found in the announcements in our Discord, and I could probably post it somewhere else too. And Kellen will be here to help with the chats and whatnot, and maybe some alien inspiration. And just to warn y'all, I might be a little bit slower. I sliced my left hand open yesterday. Not my drawing hand, but yeah. Well, my thumb. Yeah, like right here. I took a little chunk. Yeah. So I can't flex my thumb as well, and I use a lot of hotkeys and stuff when I'm drawing, so I might be a little slower on that. But other than that, we can dive in. So this transformation is called Shock. As you can see from the title, it's got both dragon and bird elements. It flies pretty fast. It generates shock waves. It can absorb clouds through its feathers. It's immune to electricity. Sharp teeth, prehensile tail, but it can still be blown away. And it can't be translated through universal translators. So it's a wild mutt situation. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so all of this information will be shown in detail on the wiki page, but feel free to ask about it. It looks like the commissioner is in the chat as well to help give us some real-time updates and input. But yeah, aye, Captain. Oh, they can't hear you? That's strange. Oh, hold on. How about now?
Hello.
I swear I had this. I didn't have the. Oh, I think it didn't save my settings. Yeah, I checked the box earlier, but then I had to close OBS. So, all right, now
Check your box, mister.
Now your audio should be coming through.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, world. Hello. It's me on top of Shock in the sky. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Now, he's called Shock because, like electricity, but also squawk? Is that the pun?
Yeah, I think so. Or shocking, like electric shock. Although he's more, he doesn't shoot
That's what
electricity.
I just said.
I thought you said squawk.
Yeah, it's Shock plus squawk. Shock squawk.
Shock squawk? Oh, okay. All right. I can't think right now.
Well, you lost too much blood.
Yeah, I
in your
lost
brain.
8 gallons of blood last night.
It's not true.
Yeah, only 6.5. You're right.
And you donated it all immediately.
I did. In fact, it all went straight into. I was cooking a ponzu bowl. It all went straight into the pan for extra
And then Mochi
flavor.
drank it.
Yeah. I actually do give her a lot of juices and stuff. Like if I'm cooking chicken.
A lot of blood.
Yeah, I'll drain the juices and then put it in a little bowl for her to drink.
That's really healthy for her too.
And she loves it. I try to do it for Bruce, but Bruce doesn't care. She doesn't want it as much. She likes plastic and treats. The plastic isn't great though. Please stop eating plastic, Bruce. It's not great.
Yeah, you don't want those microplastics.
Oh, Joe said it's Shockwave, Hawk, and Squawk. Okay. Oh, Shockwave. That's where it comes in.
Shock wave.
What about?
So wouldn't it be?
What about
wouldn't
Squawk
it be?
Wave?
Yeah, I was going to say, what about squawk wave?
Yeah.
It's free real estate, bro.
Yeah,
It's right there.
Yeah.
All right. $5 from Silver Sen says, what if each Ben had a canon event or loss of their feedback? That is interesting, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Ben 23 lost Diamond Head. Each had a run-in with malware.
Well, Ben
Doesn't
23
even have to
lost
be
Grandpa.
malware. Grandpa isn't one of his alien transformations.
Well, I mean, like maybe like he always has to lose something, and for Ben 23 it was Grandpa. For Ben Prime it was feedback.
Melvin Ben dropped his phone and it broke.
Yeah. And he was like, gosh.
He lost his phone. Emo Ben lost his wits. No, wait, that's Zombie Ben. What if? Yes, cool. Would be cool if. I say, I don't know. I feel like that might be too big a decision for if it's canon in the 5YL universe, just on a whim. What do you think?
If if that fact was canon, like for sure.
If that's a factor for every Ben. In the
Oh, I mean,
multiverse,
I
that you
imagine
lose
yes,
something.
because you could stretch the vagueness in a sense of like, be it grandpa transformation or something. I feel like every Ben eventually will lose something that sort of changes the course of who they are.
I feel like it would be so much. I feel like it would be interesting though if every Ben lost a transformation that they really like specifically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just makes it more specific. But I like the way you have it. It makes it vague enough that it can factor into any story somewhere. My throat's sore.
I wish I could massage it for you.
Give him that shock tour. It's terrible.
Shock
Grown. Yeah, I'm with Christian, really. Thanks for the $5, Joe. Wait, is Joe Captain Eon?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
It depends on what website we're on, I guess. Oh, also side tangent. If anybody hasn't had commissions confirmed, that is a frequent catalyst for where the communication might get rough. Because I do need folks, even if you do pay for a commission, to either send me a screenshot or the information on what account you're paying with to prove it's you. Because if people have multiple usernames or they're using their real name here but they're paying under an account, I can't always tell who's who. And I do try to make that clear in my rules. So it's easy to forget that your name might be different across different social medias. So if you're waiting on a response, that could be the missing piece.
I like the spike feathers thing that the original has.
Oh, like in the back of that.
Makes it...
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what a real Quetzalcoatl has too, is a bunch of feathers. A real Quetzalcoatl, right?
Yeah. As opposed to the fictional.
Yeah, the legend. Dabi says, "It's the Kellen Goff, man. Love you, brother," and donates $2. Thank you, Dabi. I appreciate you. Much love. Is there an email or a place that fans can send you their drawings?
Just to look at, like not commission.
I don't know.
If it's for a commission, there's a link down below with all of that information. If it's just for me to check out and see, you can try tagging us on our social medias or pinging me in the Discord. There's a chance I might not see it, but that would probably be best. But I do like to try to keep my email a little more streamlined towards just commissions and whatnot.
You should make a different address for fan emails.
Oh, like a fan art email.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, maybe we can convert an email that we have, because we have a lot of emails already. Like I think every time we've made a contest, we made a new email just for the contest.
If it took me a couple tries to figure out which email you would respond to in the calendar invites.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we do have quite the large spread of emails.
Future Gohan. Are you alive? How? What does that mean?
Was
is that a Dragon Ball joke? Did he die in Dragon Ball? It's been a while.
Gohan?
Everybody died.
Oh,
yeah, Gohan died.
Yeah. Missing an arm. Is that a joke because of my thumb, or am I missing something else?
No, there's just a guy called Future Gohan who's asking if we're on a Discord call. Yes.
Yeah.
Kuro, do you have curly hair now?
Sometimes. So if my hair's tied up in a bun and then I let it down, it gets very wavy like this. If I were to like shower and everything, it still has a bit of bounce and volume to it. Yeah, I guess at this very moment I do. But it changes quite vastly. There was a period of time I was straightening my hair all the time, so my hair just naturally started being a lot straighter. And, well, I don't do that too much anymore.
Joe says, you able to include the ears and hair?
Yes, I was actually just about to start on the ears.
Wunderbar.
I gotta...
Albie, there is no email address. If you would like to send drawings, shoot them in the Discord server, and that'll be the best way.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the little knife ears thing.
Yeah.
What are his powers? I'll go through them. Shock, or Squawk Wave, as we refer to him internally.
Yeah.
Shock's got high-speed flight. He can create shock waves. If he builds up enough speed while flying, he can break the sound barrier. He can absorb clouds with his feathers and use them. He can also shoot his feathers off. Oh, Joe is editing it in real time.
Oh, wow. Also, there is a Twitch chat as well. Do you need a link to that?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I gotta set you up with the multi-chat program I have where I can look at both at the same time.
Chat.
But I think it's like a username-based thing and not a link-based thing. Because for me, I just
Maybe
click
you
the
could
link.
add me. Maybe you could add me as like a manager or something. Some services can do that. I mean, I could just. I don't want to interrupt you. Let me just find it.
Okay.
Twitch.tv / I'm assuming the ink tank.
The _stream_tank.
The stream tank.
Or the ink tower. Shit, I don't remember anymore.
It is the ink tower.
It could be either of those.
Got too many usernames, bro.
That's right.
All right, let's go over to the Twitch chat. Let's see. Is there music?
I just started playing some music, but it might be quiet. I can turn it up if needed.
That's a-okay. I think quiet background music makes for the best vibes. While two are talking. Hey, Kuro and Kellen, will you do a breakdown of the Omniverse series finale episode A New Dawn together? Yes, at some point.
Yeah, they're all gonna get breakdowns eventually, but right now we are busy making the world happen. In fact, we have some exciting progress we'll be making tonight on these projects.
It's going to be a big day.
It's going to be a big day. Yeah, whenever it happens, y'all can come back and know that it was today when we did it.
This was today.
Yeah. It was today.
That's very nondescript. I think we're going to say that multiple times and they'll be very confused.
Okay, this one, we'll codename all of them. This one we'll call
Project Trevenant.
Yeah, Project Trevenant.
Yeah. That's vague. All right. Growing up. Howitzer is a really good name for Ben Wolf. I agree. Squawkwave can be the Ben 23. Okay, fair game. Fair game. Let's see here. Is he going to breathe fire? No. He breathes clouds. I don't know if he breathes clouds. He probably breathes clouds if he absorbs them. We all breathe clouds. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Anyway. Why are you always going to the Squidward laugh?
It's my favorite laugh.
The Squilliam
I don't
laugh?
even think of Squilliam anymore when I do it. It's just kind of like my second laugh now. I'm afraid I'm imprinting it to be a permanent part of me. And there's
What
no
if you
going
do
back.
it so much? What if you do it so much that one night you wake up and there's like, and you look down and Mochi's learned it from you.
Oh no.
And he has a little clay nose on him, like a little clay Squidward nose, like the I'm Squidward episode.
Yeah. Meow, Squidward.
Yeah, he's scary.
Yeah.
Let's get chaotic. No, I don't know what the 4Kids show Chaotic is. Is that like Sonic?
I think I can like vaguely hear the announcer's voice in my head advertising that show, but I don't think I've seen it.
For like the Fox Box or what? Like that Fox
Yeah,
Box style they used to do.
Yeah.
I miss that. It felt like wrestling every time I looked at a commercial.
Yeah.
They were announced everything.
Do TV still do like events and stuff? I only watch streaming
What do you
services
mean?
now. Like there'll be like, remember like the 77 Secrets of the Fairly Odd Parents or Cartoon Network Invaded, where they would do just like special events to kind of highlight episodes, or sometimes they wouldn't even make new episodes. They would just slap together episodes with similar themes and be like, oh, it's Christmas time on Nickelodeon or something.
You know what's so funny?
What?
When I was a kid, I went to summer camp and I talked. It was on a college campus, and I was talking to a college kid. He's like, and I'm like, "What's your favorite TV show?" He's like, "Oh, I don't really watch TV anymore." I'm like, "Wow, that's never going to happen to me," and I was wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't think I've
maybe
seen
the
like
chat does.
live
Hey,
TV.
everybody. Does the Loud House have Christmas specials?
Yeah.
How about Prima or Primo?
Does the Loud House
Primo.
even count as like new TV anymore?
To me.
Yeah, it is to me. But then again, one time I said Steven Universe was still new, and Hershey and Ryan
Still
laughed
feels
at
new
me.
to me too.
It does, right? It's like that wasn't that long ago. What was it? I don't know.
It's like 2016. It's like almost 10 years ago now.
Oh, golly.
Yeah. What is TRY? What kind of what currency is that? Well, Elizabeth Susan gave us 55 tries. Thank you.
Turkish.
And I'm not reading that.
What is it? I can read it. Hawk Tua on that skibbity tree with the Ohio Riz. Shock Tua on that thing.
That was nothing. Cool. I'm glad to see your broken thumb hasn't broken the sound effects machine.
That's right. Though to be
Alright.
fair, that was a mouse movement with my right hand.
Kuro, do you read comics?
Yes, I've actually been reading a lot more comics recently.
Like what?
Well, I do want to give a big shout out to Saga. It's by Image. It's really good. In fact, I bought it physically because I loved it so much. The world building is incredible. The artwork is incredible. And it's I feel like, without giving away too much, it does what a lot of comics are trying to do. Like every time there's like a comic or something, I almost want to say indie, but they are published by Image. But every time a comic's like, I want to be different. Like, we're gonna do things different in our story, and it's kind of just like the same thing, but with different characters. This is like, I feel like I'm reading a story I've never read before, and it's really good.
That's a really rare special thing.
It is. It's amazing. Like, I was like, I can't believe there's all these like fresh new ideas that are just sitting here in this book. And I also read through Invincible because the fan base kept spoiling it for me, and I was like, okay, I'll just try to get ahead of it.
I'm still trying not to get spoiled.
It got to a point where I was just like, I feel like I know everything now. And I read the comic, and yeah, I did get spoiled on pretty much every major plot point. I wasn't even trying to.
Okay, well, please have mercy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell you anything. And they're loud too, because I don't even check social medias that much anymore. So like, if I'm barely on it and I'm still getting spoiled like this, like, y'all are ruthless out there, Invincible fandom. Don't you want people to be surprised?
Well, I mean, you can just change that by looking at different shit and changing your algorithm.
I keep blocking things and doing I'm not interested, and I'm at the point where I'm just like, if I'm not uploading to any Think Tank accounts, I'm just not even logging on anymore. So I'm hoping that works, but it'll be like the one day I do, it's like, oh, I gotta post an announcement, boom, first thing in the feed is a giant spoiler for your favorite thing, and I'm like, oh, golly.
All right. I had read this comic before.
I've read these comics before.
I've read these comics before. That's what Veronica says. Wench says. He says, "I've read these comics before." I read The Electric State, which is, do you know what it is?
No, what is that?
It's like this surrealist kind of book, kind of like future. It's an alternate history type of thing where in the 90s we had already gotten to the point, everything's the same aesthetic, but we got to the point where robots were like living and working for us and had their own AI and everything. And then they rebelled, but they didn't want to kill everybody. They just wanted to be their own people. They just wanted rights and to be able to decide how to live for themselves and all that. And then they went to war with humans, and they got stamped down pretty hard and exiled.
The robots got stamped down, or the humans?
Well, the humans first, then the robots, once the humans figured out how to link their consciousness with drones. But the whole thing is supposed to be this commentary about letting, consumerism and virtual reality and all that, not letting that overtake real stuff, and like not letting companies run everything. So the movie comes out on Netflix, and it sort of completely misses the point. It's like it's sort of just like this limp-wristed, like, yeah, we're all going up against the company, but some companies are cool, so as long as it's not the bad guys,
Yeah, some companies are cool, and you hear the Netflix boom boom.
Yes, 100%. So, but the one cool thing about it is from what got out of memory. The one cool thing about it, I think it's out of memory because I'm on the Twitch chat as well. Let me pop this up. But the cool thing about the movie is that I really, really, really like the designs for all the robots and everything, because they here, wait, let me show you some of these designs. They're scary, kind of. I hesitate to say they're like Five Nights animatronics, but they're that kind of uncanny valley where like cartoons have like real texture and shape.
Oh, yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. The Electric State.
I feel like those kind of topics, just watched a movie the other day called Companion, which delves with similar themes like that. I don't want to say too much. It's kind of like it's like a very tame comedy slasher. Like, it's not that funny and it's not that horror, but it's got elements of both of those if I were to try to describe the theme. But it's a pretty good movie. Like, very, like, for an afternoon if you just want to throw something on and watch something. It's got Jack Quaid in it.
Oh, I love Jack Quaid.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Okay.
And he's not just Huey. Again, he's done a couple roles that felt like it wasn't just Huey. Where am I looking for this design?
The VC chat.
Oh, geez, the Peanut Man.
Yeah, that's literally Mr. Peanut. He's like a big character.
I'm gonna put that on screen. Oh, is this the one with Chris Pratt and
yeah?
Okay, Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I did hear a little bit about this.
See, it's the writing is god awful. It's atrocious, and none of the jokes really hit. The only joke that hits, and it's not a spoiler, but like and here, wait, compare that to the original art of the original book. There, pretty damn spot on. Just kind of kiditized.
Is that one with Drone Sweet Drone from the original book?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that already looks like a live action. Yeah, the artwork looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's scary shit. Look at this.
Oh jeez.
Fucking terrifying, right? What was I saying? Fuck.
I don't know actually. I thought
Damn. Chat, what was I saying?
Yeah.
Ryan, you can come in the call. Don't fucking hide in the chat.
He's like sitting on the other side of the virtual door with his back to it.
Don't come in. Don't come in.
Don't come in, Ryan.
Yeah, I can come up with a voice for him. Joe, what does he say? Hey Rob, you should react to... Oh, well, Joe said he does.
Hello.
Oh, I should react to what?
It's Elizabeth Susan says, "Hey Rob, you should I'm assuming reactivate or react, one of those. The message reading thing on the super chats and the cheers on Twitch and shit."
Oh.
I mean,
at this point I can't because there was no real way to turn them off, so I just deleted them from OBS entirely. And to reactivate them, I'd have to like reintegrate the bot and then feed everything in. But you know, with Kellen,
I don't feel like you need it.
With Kellen here, I feel like it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't send a machine to do a man.
Yeah. What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
Well, I was joining just to say, like, I have to get ready for work in, like, the next 2 minutes, hence why I wasn't joining.
You were ill.
Unfortunately, yes.
Ew.
Gross.
I tried to get off today so I can work on other things, but that was a no-go, apparently.
Oh, well.
But yeah,
sounds like you should quit. Yeah.
We're not doing this on stream, Kellen.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to stop in and say hi real quick. Also, people, not PSA, just general announcement. Go see the Looney Tunes movie in theaters. Support it. They're already pulling it out of the theaters this upcoming weekend. Please support it while you still can.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, I rescind back into the ether as I stall for time so I can grab a sound effect as I leave.
Squishes Ryan down the drain with my boot.
That's the sound I make.
Good sound for it. Love it.
Alright, goodbye everybody.
Go
goes,
Turbo!
He goes.
He went too turbo.
He went in the warp pipe to his job. Steven Universe came out 12 years ago, he says.
12 years ago. Jesus fuck.
Oh yeah, so I was saying the script is god awful and none of the jokes hit, and
Oh, you
they're
said one
just
joke did
coming-
hit though, right? Did you already say what it was?
Oh yes, yes. What? It's not a spoiler, but it's literally Chris Pratt's character is just like he's just sleeping there. There's a bunch of Twinkie wrappers all over him, and his big old beer gut is peeking out. And someone comes into the room, and I'm sure the direction was be surprised while waking up, but he just wakes up. He goes, "Oh!" like he's got indigestion, and that's overriding his surprise that there being a robot in the room.
Oh jeez.
I would like to think that was what he meant to do, because that was the only time I laughed.
I'd buy it that it was like some type of improv. Like Chris Pratt has definitely added a whole bunch of layers to his reputation, especially like being Mario and Garfield and all of that. But when he was just Andy on Parks and Rec, you could really see he has a lot of comedic prowess, and he's a good performer.
He is.
Maybe not Mario.
Yeah. Maybe not. Or Garfield. But no, this movie was very kiddie, so you could tell he wanted to talk about like shit and stuff, but all he was allowed to say was, "I got the Twinkie sweats."
The Twinkie sweats. Jesus.
He didn't even say it like that though. It felt like everybody phoned it in for the paycheck. It is sad. It's so sad because the designs are so cool. I gotta show you more of these because they're just like, and Ryan would really like them too. They're just like really. You could tell somebody really put like some heart and love into them. But the whole movie just felt like a money laundering scheme, man. It's just so plastic. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
I would say if you guys are going to watch it, just turn off the volume and just watch it and pretend they're saying cool things.
Yeah, make your own movie.
That's the way to watch The Electric State.
That could be a fun stream sometime. We watch a movie that none of us have ever seen on mute,
and we dub it in real time.
Yeah, we dub it. But none of us can have seen it before, though. That's the trick.
Okay, there's plenty of those.
Yeah. I saw Flow the other night too. We tried watching that for a stream and had delays, but I really wanted to watch it. It was such a great movie.
Did you see how the director celebrated his Academy Award?
No.
He took the cat model into Maya or whatever and remade the ooh ee ah ooh ee ah meme.
Oh jeez, that's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah. I love that Academy Award winning directors are shit lords too now.
I think we got a couple more supers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
All right. Elizabeth Susan says, "And Beyond is going to be a movie, absolute cinema. I'm telling you, you got no idea. It's looking fantastic."
It's,
as someone who has seen behind the curtain,
as someone who will have a writing credit on it.
Will I?
Yeah, you were.
What did I do?
You wrote it with us. You were there.
Oh yeah. My
it's
memory's bad these days.
It's all good. You were. It was yeah. I think this will be your first like official writing credit on one of our projects because you sat down with us. We literally went through it line by line and workshopped it. So I feel like that deserves a writing credit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We agonized over it.
We did. Some areas too much. Like sometimes looking back, I'm like, we really didn't need to workshop this line that much.
Possibly.
Yeah, but other times I feel like we definitely did. So you might as well go hard in all areas and.
But we put aside the whole day for it, right?
We did. Yeah.
So yeah.
You guys know which will be released first, And Beyond or 5 Way Out. We're hoping to put them out around the same time as just one big like project release. But
But
right
we
now
don't
it's-
have to. We
yeah.
do not have to be beholden to that.
No.
We would rather put out something that's good.
Yeah, it's way too hard to tell right now, but I mean we're at least significantly in the grind right now. Like it's pre-production is pretty much not even a factor anymore. Now it's like real production, so
Hey Kuro, are you and or Ash going to make ultimate forms for your 5YL made aliens? That could be fun.
it could. Stuff like that are things like I don't plan on doing it, but I'd be open to do it if there's either enough demand or you can always guarantee one with a commission. But
Like, fact is, there's only so much Ben 10 shit out there, so
yeah.
I'm sure we'll tread everything at some point.
And
At least,
not every ultimate will be a banger too, because we've done like
Right.
hundreds of aliens, ultimate and non-ultimate.
not every ultimate has to be a banger. These are living
Yeah.
beings. I'm not a banger.
You're the one who bangs.
I am the.
I am the
bangs on the
bang.
door.
Yeah.
I am the one who bangs. Cool. Fact. Freerin will Okay. I have no idea what that means, but I'm not continuing.
Okay.
Hello, Ryan, aka OR Asher, aka Rob's good old buddy, old friendo, Paulo Jamboree, Duda Dippity Day friendo.
That almost sounds like an
Cool.
exact quote for something I would say.
Yeah,
I've probably said some shit like that before.
absolutely. Joe says, Kellen, as an early birthday request, come up with a voice for Shock. What does he say?
Well, the
I'm not
document
saying
said he
Shock
doesn't talk,
Kuro.
but I guess now he does.
Well, Joe, you cannot contradict yourself.
That's
here.
true.
I'm
We're
not
altering the
saying.
lore.
I'm not saying what Kaguroi wants me to say.
Yeah.
He
Plus,
makes
you don't
bird
want to set the
dragon
standard that
sounds.
every time you're here, you're going to come up with a voice for an alien.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
donated $5 and it's his birthday.
That's
It's
true.
Whatever. Probably sounds like. No, wait. Hold on. That was a warm up. I don't know. Mix that with like electric sounds.
Yeah.
That sound good?
I liked it.
That kind of thing.
Now that
Alright,
warble,
that's
are
enough
you
of that.
doing that intentionally, or is that just like your throat reacting to the air?
Yes. I could not explain my own anatomy to you if I
Okay.
tried. People keep asking me this question, and I'm just like, I don't know what to. I wish I could look in there.
Fair enough. Well,
I did have an ENT look at my chords while I was doing that kind of thing, and apparently I whistle with my vocal cords, like
Wow.
like lips whistle. But I don't know. I just sort of let it do what it does, but there's some control I can have over it. Why is Kellen suffocating? Okay, that's how you know you made a good voice. Let's see. All right, let me go back up. That's the end of the super chat, so let me read through and try and find some cool stuff. Kellen, would you rather be stuck in Ben 10 or spend the rest of your life stuck underwater with Kuro for 20 years? Obviously, in
Yeah,
Ben
what?
10, what kind of
would
hypothetical
you
is
rather
that?
live in your favorite
One is
fictional
the coolest
universe
thing
or
ever. The
suffer
other is
underwater?
the other. I would probably die. I would die far before 20 years.
Yeah. Would you rather have $100 or burn your hand on the stove?
Ooh, tough call. Well, hang on. Maybe wait. If I burn my hand on the stove, can I like get insurance money off of the deal? Because that could be more than $100.
I'll tell if your insurance covers that, then sure.
Does insurance cover that? Any?
I haven't had insurance in 7 years.
I worry for you. Do you think Dora the Explorer is worthy of the Omnitrix? Sure, why not? She can turn into her own map.
That'd be cool if there was like an alternate Trix user that was just like an educator or something. And
yeah, it
just
would.
turns into different aliens and has like a web show or even just a broadcasted extranet show. Sort of like And Beyond.
Time to go up, Chuck.
Yeah.
Can you say up, Chuck? Say up, Chuck. That's scary.
Yeah.
Stares at the screen and tells a kid to up, Chuck.
It's Swiper. Now everybody, up Chuck at the screen. 1, 2.
And that was the day that Sony's stock went way up because everybody bought new shit.
Yep.
Sketchy Dude still really likes that Invincible fan art you drew a while back. Have you thought about doing another one?
Me? What? Wait, what happened? Sorry.
You drew Invincible fan art a while back, and they're asking if you would do more.
God, I would love to. I haven't drawn just for myself in like ever. Like not ever, but like in so long I can't even remember the last time.
We should have a little beach day where we just draw whatever.
I go to a trivia night every so often, and often, you know, I'll get a few cold ones in me and start doodling some random shit on the papers there. I guess that counts as the last time I drew for fun. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I post them to my Instagram story. Like I drew Mike Wazowski as a depressed dad.
Cool.
Yeah.
You should do it more. It's good for the soul.
Yeah.
Can't be working all the time.
Right.
Hey, Kellen, have you met any of the Pokemon anime voice actors? Yeah, a bunch of them. Which in particular are you asking about?
Oh, that gives me a question. So you voiced a Pokemon before, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever have to go back and do more for that, or because of the nature of how Pokemon speaks, they just got a bank of like 50 and that's just it forever?
No, well, me specifically, I haven't gone back for Arctozolt because I guess they already had what they needed, or he never showed up again. I'm not really sure, but yeah, no. If Pokemon has a lot of like presence in the anime, then there's going to be like very specific, because it's dubbing. There's going to be very specific situations that the Pokemon is in, and you know, different lengths and emotions for all of it. I had multiple sessions for Sarud stuff as well for that movie, but yeah, no, it I'm gonna say it depends on the Pokemon. I have a question in the 5YL comic chapter page. Wait, hold on. In the 5YL comic chapter 1, page 44, what was the name and species of the alien left of the Volpamaster?
Hold on. What chapter?
Hey, where's your... No. You have to do this by photographic memory.
Okay. Say it again.
Chapter 1, page 44, the alien to the left of the Volpamaster.
Oh, that's when the Waybads... I promise you, I'm not looking.
You freak. Are you serious?
What Volpamaster? Oh! The albino... Okay, that's when the Waybad's arm gets sliced off and falls into the ground, so it must be... Oh, it's the rat-looking thing from Soto. In Secret of the Omnitrix, when Tetrax first infiltrates in Karsakon, there's this establishing shot where this little rat thing runs by. And it's like this big. And then it shows up again rat-sized in Argit's debut episode in Alien Force. But then from that point forward, they start whenever they need like a dog alien creature, it's full size like a dog. So I figured, all right, well they're giant here too, because I tried to have all of the background characters in the Null Void be from the show. Let's see if I'm right.
Imagine if you had gone to med school.
Oh yeah, you know, instead of just doing this fucking shit.
I am baffled right now.
I'd probably be able to
seriously
repair
get
my
it
tendon.
right? Did you seriously get it right
I'm
just
about
from
to find
memory?
out. Chapter
God.
Chapter 1, page 40 something. I'll just look for the Vulpamax.
You could have memorized the entire lymphatic system, but you
could've.
chose a rat in the middle of a kids' TV show.
I had to satisfy my rat desires. I used to be really into like science and medical stuff growing up, and that kind of got phased out. I used to have a lot of those like make your own like science kits that were like, you know, like $12-15 at Walmart or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember those.
And one day when I was at school, I came home and my mom threw them all away. Yeah. So that kind of killed it.
Did they just go bad?
I mean, I think some of them did, but I still liked the environment. Like, I liked having my own, like, little Jimmy Neutron lab. But, I mean, the more I think about it from a parenting perspective, you know, your son's room is full of a whole bunch of trash. You gotta do something about that. But,
You know what, fair enough.
yeah. At the time, it was like, no, my experiments. And it would just be, like, a whole bunch of McDonald's toys, like, ripped open with their circuit boards and wires connected with electrical tape just to see what would happen. And I would think I'm like
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I was trying so hard to be Jimmy Neutron.
I begged my dad to help me build this, to help me break through the middle of my floor to make a staircase down underground and make a secret lab like Jimmy Neutron. That's not a lie. He had to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
We were not normal children.
He should have said like, "Oh, but my secret lab's already there. We don't have room for two."
That's a good. You're going to be a good dad if ever your child decides they want to build a secret underground fallout shelter. You'll just be like, "Oh no, mine's already there."
Yeah.
And then he'll ask from now on to go down to the fallout shelter, and you'll have to deal with that.
I'll be like, okay, when there's nuclear fallout, we can go.
What if that makes him grow up, want to be in war?
Then I fucked up as a parent.
Reload, pass, save.
Yeah.
Critical mission failure.
I'll be like, well, I gotta start again.
I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect. It's still so fucking funny. You can literally just like, you just get punched and fall down, and the screen goes red. It says critical mission failure. Like, wow, I got
How could you
punched.
be so stupid?
Can you see future Kai wielding Ascalon? I'm pretty sure that's what it is, right?
Yeah, that's what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going through. Have you seen the Invincible finale? I have. I don't know if Rob has.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, we have. But the chat might not have, so we're not gonna spoil anything.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I watched it on an airplane, and I turned around, and the woman was looking at me.
Oh, jeez. I watched it on a laptop, unfortunately. I wasn't home, but even though I already read the comics, I didn't want to like see any spoilers or screenshots out of context. I was like, I gotta watch this right here, right now, or else it's over. Funny thing about airplanes, though, comic.
Sorry, guy.
No, what is it?
No. Funny thing about airplanes. Go.
Oh, okay. Also, like within that vein, the comic that I really like, Saga, does have a lot of like adult artwork, and I was trying to get Yvonne to read it on our flight back from visiting you, and I forgot how graphic it was, and like she's like in the aisle seat, and she opens and there's like this full page spread of like a giant ogre with his dick hanging out. And the steward just
Cool.
walks by, and it was just that, like, every couple of pages, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you don't have to read this right now.
Cool.
Yep.
Poor Yvonne. What's your favorite 4Kids show? For example, his were Chaotic, Cubics, and TMNT 2003.
Have I seen any 4Kids?
I
shows?
liked Cubics, the Pokemons that showed up on there. Like, I only remember Hoenn Advanced Battle. That was my Saturday morning days. But
You know something? From at
Yu-Gi-Oh!
least all
too.
of these search results, and there's a good amount here, I've not seen a single one.
really,
Really.
none of them.
None.
What's Funky Cops?
I might have heard
I
of
haven't
Martin
seen-
Mystery.
Oh man, this was an era. You haven't seen Sonic X?
No.
You haven't
know
seen
the theme
Kirby
song,
Right
though.
Back at Ya? You would
No, I
love
haven't.
Kirby Right Back at Ya.
Would I? I might
It's
check it out.
it's so funny it's so funny because 4Kids, as you know, 4Kids didn't really care entirely about the source material, so with that one they just really had at it. It was super funny. There was another one that was super funny that Andrew Rannells directed. Might have been the Sonic one.
I know about the jelly donut thing. I feel like that's
Yeah.
pretty funny. Like kids
Jelly
can't
Donut
know about
thing was
rice balls.
funny. Oh, you mean the replacement thing in Pokemon? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a line in Sonic X that I still remember. Something like, how did you get in here? I made like a bar of slope and or I made like a bar of soap and gave him the slip. It's like, wow, that fit the flaps too. Good job. That is nothing like what he said, I bet. How do you get your line art to look so good? Practice.
Yeah. Like this, you'll notice I do a lot of things. At least when I'm using this, this, what would you call this, pen? This brush. That's what it's called. Sometimes it could be hard for lines to become tapered like this. At least with the settings I use. So I'll just intentionally cross them like that, and just shave them off. But other times, if I'm using like my sketchy brush, I could be a lot more loose with it, and by that nature, you can see they do kind of have an easier time matching up. Well, I'm not providing a great example actually.
No, I
It's hard-
got you.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of knowing the
Still trying to
limitations.
figure out how to do it myself. Ryan's been giving me drawing lessons, but we've been off of it for a couple weeks because it's been a crazy busy time for everybody. And but I think we're going to get back to it next week.
Nice.
And my Cintiq, we didn't talk to you about this. My Cintiq's pissing me off. The pen tip is not matching up where with the impact point. So I have to I have to like adjust for like 10-15 pixels off.
Do you
I
have
can't figure out.
smoothing on?
I don't think so. I think that's one of the first things we check. The Wacom properties now just like got rid of so many like useful things. I'm like, why, dude? Why do you make it harder to use?
I imagine you already did the calibration thing, right? With like you do the yeah.
did.
In that regard, maybe like your computer is recognizing that your tablet is a different aspect ratio than what it thinks it is, and that can cause some interference.
Could be.
Yeah, I think I had that
I
issue
don't know.
one time.
Maybe we look at it another day.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So many feathers.
Let's see. Hey, Kuro, Kellen, and Ryan, if he's here. He's not. Have you seen Invincible season 3, episode 8? Yes, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the finale. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we have. Let's see.
I'm just gonna do the entire head real quick. Working a little out of order.
Not that boy wheezing. You sound like a dying horse. Okay, thank you. Kellen Goff, everybody. The goofy goofer. The buzzing shock. The one who shocks that rock and your rock too. Okay.
You ready to get rocked with your shock, loser?
I don't know what that means. I hope it's good.
It could be whatever you want it to. Oh shit.
Let's see. Do you think Ben fits the chosen one archetype? Probably, right?
Fits the what archetype?
The chosen one archetype?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the No Watch episode pretty much establishes that like Ben Prime is kind of significant. And I don't mind it. I know a lot of complaints against it are like, oh well, that makes Ben less relatable. Now nobody can be Ben. But I also feel like he wasn't really a character that's the theme of his story. Maybe at first in the classic series, but they very quickly evolved away from it. And I think at this point, yeah, it would make sense if he did have some type of like significant cosmic position.
Ooh, hey, what if, just to split up the skin a bit there, between his horn and his eye, he had one more feather that was like a little eyebrow feather coming out the side there. Like right above the, like between the eye and the horn there. Just like
that?
Yeah. Yeah, but like coming out from the skin.
Oh, well, this is Omnitrix's suit right here.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I meant like on the skin above the eye, like a little feather, just a little feather coming out on either side. Yeah, or like out the, well, yes, but pointed the same way as the ear. Because I feel like that's sort of what's going on with the original Shock, too. What do you think, Joe? Yeah, like that.
Look at that. All right, let me do it a little bit cleaner.
Let's see what Joe thinks. Joe says message retracted.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, Christian says, like Sarah, the voice of Ash. Yes, Sarah and I are good friends. We actually just saw each other this past weekend. She's really freaking funny. She just the way that, like she's one of those characters, you know. She just, yeah, like that. What do you think? I pictured like the stem of it coming out from the suit.
Hold on, I'm gonna add all the colors real quick just to establish what we're doing here.
To see if it works.
Oh, that's a little too orange.
I think that would be a good space filler.
I kept Swellikin so I can color steal.
Swellikin. Yes, Sarah is really, really funny, just like without trying. If you scroll down too far, it just scrolls all the way down. So I'm trying to find my place again. Has Kellen ever voiced in a Roblox game? Not by my own will. I'm sure somebody's stolen my voice files or made an AI voice out of me to do somewhere. Um, what is your favorite version of the Omnitrix, Rob?
Probably just the classic one.
I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah.
I'm agonizing over the Omnitrix shop. I really want to get one, but I just don't know which one to get. I'm still holding out hope that he can combine the pop-up with the Galaxy Watch holder.
Ooh.
So that, but he says he has no idea how to do that, like structurally, and thinking about it, fair enough. It's kind of a marvel that he did it the way he did it already.
Oh, Ryan Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you thought of Viltrumite transformation? I mean, there's already a non-canon Superman transformation.
Yeah, it would probably be
Solar Storm.
in a similar vein of just, you know, big strong guy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you see those two feathers coming down out the sides there?
Yeah.
Two more of those, but coming out of the black parts of his the suit around his eyes. Same length.
Oh, coming out of the suit specifically like that? I think
It's not
up
part of
here
the-
it would be a little more clear. Like connected to the skin.
That works too, sure. I'm just it would look cool symmetrically.
Yeah.
You like it?
I like it. What do you think, Joe?
What do you think, Joe? Here's a power question for. Wait, hold on. $5 from Dark Lord asks who from Ben 10 would be able to solve who murdered 10 Beastars. Is there a detective in Ben 10? Is there any one who fits that archetype?
Jimmy Jones, in a way.
Yeah, Jimmy Jones.
Jimmy Jones probably got this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's your answer. Have any of you seen Wander Over Yonder? And do you think the universe and characters would fit into 5YL? I mean, if Zim fits into 5YL, probably.
I have not seen it, but I trust your judgment. If you think it could work, then sure.
It's like it's a Gendy Tartakovsky show, so it's like Samurai Jack type stuff, but a bit funner.
Oh, neat.
Were the Powerpuff Girls in any of those frames of the cartoon crossover thing?
Yeah, the OG Bubbles was highlighted as a main character, and the other two were supporting in some scenes. And then for a brief shot, you see the 2016 Bubbles.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far off from the Powerpuff Girls universe either. Oh, man.
So these are actually the brows connected to the beak. But if those feathers are able to cover those gaps, then I can see it working.
Whoa. Elizabeth says, "Yo, Rob, you remember the Obi-Wan song a while back?"
I think so. I think there was like a song on Epidemic Sound that sounded like it was saying Obi-Wan.
Whoa.
And I just started singing along to it like that.
I don't know if I'm feeling the skin color. It looks a little Lord of the Rings-y, but
I'm trying to imagine, because there's a couple of different sources, but the top one, the one with the icon, I'm trying to visualize what it would look like from the side. And that's how I'm interpreting it. Like, let me screenshot the face and put it next to it.
all right.
Like, You can kind of see if we put...
Yeah. No, that's a good point. It's faithful.
Yeah. Alright.
Is there a cross between that gray and the yellow of the beak? Like, hold on. Let me play with some colors.
Okay.
You do your thing.
I'm gonna start outlining the body. Ooh. My tendy tendon.
How you feeling?
It's fine as long as I don't move my thumb or touch it. Which is, tricky. But...
Yeah. Okay, how about this?
For color?
I'll paste the hex code.
Are those dragon whiskers? Are you also able to add the teeth? I've never been a big fan of beak and teeth combos. I would like to
That's
not.
what chickens do.
Yeah, I don't like how that looks though. If it's that important to you, I will. But I didn't see it in like the you have to keep this list of requirements.
What if it's just like specific fangs? What if it's not a whole set of teeth?
Just
It's
like
ridges on the beak.
Yeah, maybe.
Like two upward horns from the bottom part of it, like a triceratops.
Triceratops. I'm gonna try a couple bottom ones and then a couple top ones and see what that looks like. Is your thumb injury permanent? God, I hope not. But I mean, I get shit luck sometimes. It very well could be. I'm just not gonna think about it.
But
right
what if it's not in the inside? What if it's coming from the outside of the beak? It's just like ridged up horns.
Oh.
Does that count as teeth?
Like
it's part of the outside of the bottom of the mouth.
Oh, like it's same textured as the.
Yeah, and it's like.
Yeah. No, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I think that's a cool way to get around it. And what if they're so big that they come over the top part of the beak?
If they would, they still wouldn't at this angle, unless they're gonna be so long that like when he closes his mouth, they'll cross.
They come up and over.
Yeah, because see how this
I thought.
mouth is
Yeah, I
open?
think that would look cool though. I don't know. It's up to Joe. All right. I'm looking at the chat. Don't worry. Hey, Kellen, have you ever met Todd Habercorn? Yes, I have. He is a guy who is cool. And he has really good recommendations about banners.
Give me a little bit, like.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. Like certain dragons and stuff have like the tooth that comes over the top of the part of their mouth, and I don't know. Let's see if Joe thinks it's cool. What if the teeth were mold on the beak? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think
on top of the beak. Yeah.
I think we're all moving into similar directions now, which is good.
Apparently, that's what he was trying to do with his original concept. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. It looked to me like they were like inside of the mouth. So.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think the outside teeth look cool. I think teeth coming from the outside, like making it just a ridged beak, but they look like teeth. I think that makes them look more dragon-like.
Drag it up.
I don't even know if it needs that many, but I like the direction you're going. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, scary teeth, man. Yeah. I don't know if I'm feeling the ones on the tip there. That looks like that reminds me of Pedro from
The
Napoleon
Last
Dynamite
Wish?
for some reason. Yeah, from The Last Wish.
The dog one.
I kind of like the tip of the beak as it was. I think this one looks more like a mustache than teeth.
Yeah, no tip teeth.
No tip.
Alright. We're gonna be here a bit.
No, we won't. I think that's the only thing. The teeth on the outside look fantastic. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in that regard, then there's only one tooth poking down on the top. I feel like there's got to be at least one more somewhere, like maybe here.
On the other side, I mean, does there?
Only one tooth on top, but 4 on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm gonna knock
I
your
mean,
teeth out.
try your fang thing. Try it. I'm curious now. But the very tip there did look
Well,
like
I'm thinking...
a weird
Yeah, I think this does look fine. I think it's just like counting wise, like I can count there's 1 versus 4, but aesthetically it looks alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Joe? Literally the only nitpick thing is I think they can be longer and just intersect over the top. But I like it as it is as well. Joe says I like. Okay. If Joe liked, then that is the most. Alright. Are those dragon whiskers? Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Can you guys stop mentioning brain rots? What's brain rots? Oh, the skibbity stuff? There's no point in trying to make people stop doing stuff.
Yeah.
Let them have their fun.
Just lean into it, and then it'll go away and change into something else that annoys people. And they'll be like, back in my day, we just said skibbity. We were cool. Now they're saying horkle florkle like a bunch of fucking idiots.
The fact is they're trying to get that exact rise out of you that they're getting right now.
Oh.
And they'll keep doing it as long as you do that. So if you just ignore it or have fun with it, they'll stop.
I don't like scatting. Scat music, skibbity beep bop, boot up bop.
Scapadiddly boppity.
A little bit of Who did Don't Worry Be Happy. He was a really good scat
I don't know,
artist.
but Robin Williams was in the music video.
He was.
Oh, did you not do the did you not like the feathers for the eyebrows thing?
Oh. I think his head is like got way too much going on.
All right.
Yeah, especially once the shading and shines are added, the feathers are gonna just make it look like you wouldn't even be able to tell what you're looking at.
Okay.
That's how I'm seeing it.
I get you. Let's see.
Hey, Paxton Lee in the chat. It's Ben 10.
Hi, Pax.
Ben 10. He's a kid and he's doing shit.
He's a kid and that's it. That's the show.
That's the show. If y'all want to see
Most shows today.
a very light spoiler, like 10-12% spoiler on episode 13 or 14, they kind of blend together for me right now. As we record Paxton, you can see that on our Patreon. There's a nice little segment in my latest video diary with some highlights. We'll be showing more of that soon the closer we get, but just for the nature of the scenes we're recording themselves, I can't show too much. But I found a neat little clip that we can be like, oh hey, look at this. That was fun. So go check that out. Who's Paxton? Paxton Lee is the voice of Ben Tennyson in 5YL and Beyond, and some other third thing, because things gotta be in threes. What were you saying, Kellen?
Christian's asking if we watched My Little Pony or Equestria Girls. Not in a long time, and I haven't seen the second one. I don't know about you.
No, my exposure to all of that was those Dot Mauve movies back in the day, which I can't imagine being in the mindset I was back then, watching that and not even realizing what I'm looking at. Like, I wasn't that young, but it was still like in a time of culture where people weren't really like phased by much. And I think I looked at one like a year ago, and I was like, oh wow. Other than that, that's all I really know about My Little Pony, which probably has nothing to do with the actual show.
Just saying we're asking him questions and ignoring you. We're not ignoring you, man. I'm just scrolling on through.
You're a slow scroller, Kellen. You gotta scroll faster.
I'm sorry. I'd want to
Get those knuckles worked out.
I want to get everybody. So those are actually the brows connected to the beak, but if the feathers were able to cover those gaps, then I can see it working. I don't think he likes the gaps either. The anime in April. I hope so. That'd be cool if a new JoJo was announced. What if the teeth were molded on the beak? Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad you like that. Here. Super excited for the next episodes of 5Y. Oh, this is Toxic Tacos. He's been a member of Ink Splash for 7 months.
Hey,
he says
appreciate
he's
the
super
support.
excited. He's super excited for the next episodes of 5YL. The missus and I are almost done with our OV watch through, and she's excited to have context for 5YL now.
Hey,
Right on.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's gonna be some
Yes.
fun stuff happening in those final episodes. It's gonna be a party, a non-stop celebration.
Yeah.
Nothing could go wrong.
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Not two. Not many. Not one.
Not a single. Not a single factor.
Next says, I wonder what this thing's powers will be. Well, let's go over them again. High-speed flight, shockwave generation by building up enough speed while flying to break the sound barrier and coiling his body to apply more power. His feathers can collect condensed water vapor and convert it to clouds on buildup, and he can shoot his feathers off. He can also use these clouds to shroud and cover himself, and the cloud vapor he collects helps him gain more speed by clearing his path. He's immune to electricity, he's got sharp teeth, a sharp prehensile tail, and he is incapable of speech. I like that last one the best.
And he makes Ben immune to gambling addictions when in this form.
Yeah. Yeah, he gives him involuntary shock therapy every time he turns into him.
Yeah.
Kuro, what kind of treats do you give your cats? Solid cat treats or squeeze ups?
I usually stick between three things. Either just the solid treats, just as a passing, here you go. Then, not really treats, but I do try to give them a ton of wet food, if I can. Or just whenever I'm cooking, I'll slice off a little bit of meat and give it to them. Or some of the juice. Catnip every so often. I don't know. I try to give them a wide variety of things. And Yvonne's always looking online at different brands and types of treats. They don't seem to really like squeeze-ups. Like, the way they like to take treats is sort of like take them as they wish in their own domain. If they're not hungry for one or don't want one, they want the option to come back to it. Whereas squeeze-ups, you kind of got to hold it to them as they eat it. I don't think they really enjoy that part. They want to do it in their own time. But I think if I took a squeeze up and like cut it open and squirted it all, they might like that. Like squirt it all on a plate or something.
Bye, Christian. Have a good nap.
Enjoy the sleep.
Wait, so Chris Milchiv says not just Nick, Andrew, Louie, but you keep in touch with Ben Diskin. Yeah, they're cool dudes. Yeah, Nick really wanted to be a part of all this, but he's a busy boy. And
Yeah.
we think Scott's doing an amazing job.
Right. Yeah, we tried to make it work with Nick, and I would have still loved to have him. Scott's also great. I wouldn't even say I would have chosen one over the other, though. I feel like I got two different versions of Danny
Yeah,
from their performances,
exactly.
and it's kind of neat. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Five Whale being what it is, we already have like alternate versions of the portrayals to like compare and contrast and enjoy to your own likings. I live for that kind of stuff. So
I really liked Nick. I think he sounded spot on to
Yeah.
the original, but I really like that Scott sounds like what Danny might sound like at this age anyway.
right, yeah,
Is
that's
the
another
older
factor.
Danny.
Like Nick sounded very very close to David Kaufman. And I actually think it's kind of neat. I don't think Scott's very well versed in Danny Phantom. So he kind of got to just take the character as is and form it into something that worked for him.
And there's something fresh and
Yeah.
hip about that. Let's see. Do you think Ben should have the Omnitrix play a specific song when he transforms into a certain alien? I guess it depends on what alien you're talking about. Unless you're just talking about every alien has its own song.
Like his own theme music, like coming out of the Omnitrix speaker.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
That's like Bravern, kind of. Have you seen Bravern?
No.
It's really funny. It's this dude who's like a legend already in the mech anime space as a creator. And he made this show that's pretty much just a love letter to every single mech anime about this mech who himself is just... I'll just say it. He presents very autistic, and he is big fan. It's a mech that's a big nerd about the mech genre. So he has this projector on his back that like plays music and like projects the big shining backgrounds behind him while he's in battle, and everybody's all just like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
That's kind of
Just
dope.
fight.
I dig that. I feel like I'd do the
It's
same
really
too if I
cute.
was a mech. Just play it up. Why not?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. He like, and he always goes in the exact opposite place of where people want him at all times. It's just so unintentionally funny because he's just so obtuse and awkward, and yet he's like the exact archetype that old 80s mech anime protagonists are. He's just like a big oblivious lovable idiot. Yeah, my friend's Jess and Elise showed it to me BotCon weekend. Like, I am in love with this. Really funny show.
Oh, shit. I'm doing the wrong shape.
Uh,
That's a big old oopsie doopsie for me right there, good sir.
whoop wop. All right, we're kind of caught up. Let me go to the Twitch chat.
Twitch it out for me.
Do you think the Omnitrix would be able to scan the DNA of an Evangelion? Probably. They're aliens. They could, if he could scan clockwork, then why not?
Yeah.
Let's see. I wished for... Nope. I already got spoiled and don't care. I like how the show does things better than the comics I read.
Invincible?
What someone says about Invincible. I'm that far back on the Twitch chat, my bad. Samango says he sounds like Gamma 2. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Samango says, bro, I'm really bummed out because I was planning on seeing the new Looney Tunes movie. Sadly, the theater that's 10 minutes from my house isn't showing it. Now I'm going to miss out on it because 2D animation isn't treated as well as it was back in the day. It's true. It feels like a deliberate, like... it feels like whoever was on high saying, like, okay, we'll give you one more shot, and if this doesn't work, we're never doing it again.
Yep.
And then they didn't give it a good shot.
Yeah, meanwhile they sabotage the whole shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we see what you're doing. Nobody likes this.
Yeah.
This isn't going to end well for you, David Zaslav. So.
So he's kind of just locked into being in charge until further notice, right? It's not like a government position where every couple of years they elect a new head of animation.
The CEO thing is weird. As long as at each quarterly report the shareholders are happy with their returns, then nothing could really stop him from leaving, except his own decision. But if he messes up at all, unfortunately, messing up in shareholders' eyes is just doing bad money things. And as long as he's canceling stuff for the tax write-off, then of course he can do no wrong in their eyes. So
wonderful.
that's the way it is.
I'm glad that that's how those are the deciding factors for animation. That's fantastic.
The new frontier, in my opinion, is exactly what we're doing right now. Showing that we've got a strong fan base behind us because we make quality work, and when the people who make the decisions see the numbers, they can take on whatever they feel will be a good horse to bet on. And that's just the game.
And I'll be neighing and waiting the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the best horse. That was terrible. Never mind. Go with a different horse.
The best horse sounds like a horse, but not. Let's see. The USA is so great, then why isn't there a USB? You done it. You solved it.
Well, if there was a USB, wouldn't that imply it is inferior to the USA?
Well, it's inferior to USB-C. So.
Okay.
That didn't answer your question at all. No, because that would imply that Gen Z is worse than Gen X.
Oh.
And we know that's not true.
That's
it's
right.
just the next one in line.
Oh, my bad.
Thoughts on the Lilo and Stitch trailer? I miss. I'm with everybody else. I miss Pleakley's disguises. This whole tech bubble thingy that they're doing now is lame.
I'm still holding out hope.
Because I like the corny disguises.
It looked like, from my interpretation, it was malfunctioning in the trailer. So maybe like they try it that way, and then they're just like, oh shit, well our tech doesn't work, and then they do the lame human. That's what I'm hoping is the framework. If it really is just
that
the
would
ID
be the
masks.
smart way.
Yeah. That way you can establish like, oh yeah, we tried to use high tech, but it didn't work. So I guess Pleakley is just gonna have to wear a wig now.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
I also miss Jumba's accent. I wish that Galifianakis would have tried the accent on first eyes.
Jumba Jukiba. What's up, Bruce? Oh, don't step on any of that, please. Mochi seems to be very aware about what I use for practical reasons. Like, she knows not to really step directly on my keyboard or tablet. Unless she's, like, really striving for attention. She'll do it intentionally, knowing what she's doing. I don't think Bruce understands, and she'll just walk across any surface on anything and just doesn't care.
Well, Bruce is younger. She'll learn. Maybe.
She's,
maybe not.
She's kind of getting up there. She turned 4 this year.
Wow.
Mochi will be 6 in July. Oh my god, I remember when they were just my little bing bong beep beeps.
Little tiny handhelds.
Yeah. When I first got Bruce, she used to sleep in a tissue box. Like, I got a tissue box just like this. And Bruce was small enough to sleep in it. Now she's 3 times the size of this tissue box.
You should get her a big
tissue. On camera right now? No.
You should make her a big tissue box for her next birthday.
She's right here. Go ahead, say something into the microphone for us, Bruce.
Do they talk?
Sometimes. Meep, meep. No, not when I want her to on camera. Hey, baby. Meep. No, it's only when I try to show off that they don't do it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Joe, we're probably not going to talk about the Invincible finale because we don't want to give any spoilers, but I mean, I thought it was pretty dang good. I miss the animation from the first season when they were trying to establish it.
The one thing that did bring it down for me a little bit is just it was so comic accurate in a way, which sounds like a great thing, but it was so comic accurate that there weren't any surprises for me. So like I'm kind of glad I read the comics, because if I'm gonna have it be spoiled, I might as well, just go all in and read the books. But it's like, wow, this is exactly what happens in the comics, like almost beat for beat. So yeah, I knew everything that was gonna happen, which kind of took away from the experience, but the execution was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was great. It was brutal. I was with it. It's like, yeah, get him.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll say. Let's see here. I heard that too, that Disney's considering bringing back 2D animation for their future movies. I think they're literally only doing that as nostalgia bait, but I hope it turns into something good because of that.
Yeah.
When I think of 2D animation now, I think of like Toon Boom Tween stuff. I don't think anybody's going back to paper or cells ever again.
Which is unfortunate.
They'll try and emulate it. Like X-Men 97 did an okay job.
Yeah. I'll admit, rigs are getting really good, and they still do draw like specific frames for certain shots and actions, but I feel like it's either CG or rigs. Like we're not gonna get that traditional anymore.
Nah, it's just
unless it's an art project.
Now.
Like the whole point of the movie is it's about this, like stop motion now. I feel like most stop motion movies, the big selling point is the fact that it's stop motion.
Yeah. Same thing with no, you know what, that's a stop motion.
I just found the color.
There was a movie recently that did it on cells, but I couldn't tell because the cameras are so good now. It's like the same process, but it doesn't have the vintage of something from the 80s or 90s because the cameras they use just like got it so well.
I feel that way about music. Like music, even if they do play it live and they sing it, it's so processed that you're just not getting those raw vocals. Like almost all real drums now, even if they're performed with a real drum kit in music, they take every single hit, every snare, every bass pedal, every cymbal, and they tweak it and tighten it in post so it like sounds perfect, but it's also like it sounds so perfect now it sounds like an electronic drum, and you might as well just use that. And that's what people are doing. Like it's so polished, so clean.
Like I feel even if they wanted to do it with old equipment and stuff, that everything that still exists just like doesn't work nearly as well as it used to, so it's just like a pain to get it to work for the whole thing, whereas the parts were actually being made back then, but all of the replacement stuff is discontinued now, so you'd have to like go to a place and get everything custom made just for this movie. It would cost like millions and millions and millions. Probably. So I see why they don't. It's just a shame.
Yeah.
Invincible is tradition. Well, Depends on what you mean by traditional. It's traditional computer 2D.
Yeah, it is frame
but
by
it's not-
frame. It's not rigged, but
Yeah, but you can. There are. Well, I wonder if that's fair to say. It's more obvious, at least to me, and that could just be because I'm looking at it with a more objective eye. But it's more obvious to me when they're like spending a couple seconds on one frame.
yeah,
Like
No,
it's
definitely.
not. It's frame by frame, but it's not fluid as it used to be. You know?
yeah. There's a lot less of an emphasis on animation fluidity for 2D than it used to be. Like there's some old like 80s 90s animated TV shows and movies that like probably did horribly financially and popularity that nobody's ever even heard of, but just because of the
Right.
nature of doing animation, it looks phenomenal. Just because
Yeah,
that's
like
how they
nobody
did it.
talks about. Yeah, that's how they did it back then. Nobody talks about the Mighty Ducks series anymore, but it looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Gargoyles. Yeah, I'm just thinking of old Disney stuff now, which, I mean, fair enough. The like the old Ducktales, Jesus.
Yeah. Harley Quinn still
Like
has
the
some
new
good
DuckTales.
animation too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but again, it's like a fluidity thing.
It is. It definitely is. Like, there's some episodes where, like, you can tell they didn't do an in-betweens pass. It's all key poses, and their arms will, like, flicker up and down. But then
Yeah.
the most recent episode was probably one of the best animated episodes of the series.
Oh yeah, Joe. OG Teen Titans. I miss that. That era of Cartoon Network stuff was
Yeah.
fantastic. Kids Next Door stuff was awesome. Hey, original Ben 10. You can't make it like that anymore.
Right.
They just won't.
That's the thing about, like, cartoons from that era. I feel like there were never cartoons that genuinely looked bad. Like, even UAF gets a
Yeah.
lot of flack for the art style sometimes, but the animation was never, like, cheap in a way.
Right.
Like, at least not to a degree where I am, like, counting the frames of somebody moving.
But that's just the way they did it back then. That like
Yeah.
there was no way to make it cheaper yet, and then they found it with the advent of Flash and Toon Boom and all
Yep.
that stuff. Yeah, Transformers the movie 2007 is still a marvel of CG. I've heard explanations for why CG isn't like that anymore, but God, today it's just still looks way more realistic than.
A big part of that is most movies are done without any preparation or previs. Like, they don't even know what the final product is going to look like. Whereas, like, a lot of movies from that area were shot where it's just like, okay, well, this CG object is going to weigh, like, 200 pounds, so we need to shoot this perfect. I think the
Rob,
first time
when they were.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, the first time I ever really noticed, like, a major, like, CG component that had nothing to... that there was, like, no care for the physics of it is in the opening scene of Age of Ultron. Thor grabs this tree branch and he's whipping it around so, like, carelessly. And you could argue, like, oh, Thor, you know, he's super strong, he could whip a tree branch that hard, but it's no, like, the way the tree branch reacts itself, it looks like it's made of styrofoam. Like, it would still cut through the air and bend and have weight. Like, it would, doesn't matter how strong
And they
you
would
are.
just- Yeah, they would just say that's just how strong he is.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like,
but-
okay.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
it's a superhero movie, so I can't really argue with you.
Yeah. What were you
Um,
gonna say, though?
Dude, in the first Transformers movie, you can, if you look at it frame by frame, you can see that they planned out where every single part of the truck goes in the robot form. They did not. If there were any shortcuts, they're really hard for me to see because like they really cared about it. Then it's and as time went along, you know, you could kind of see it, but then like around maybe the third and fourth movie, it's like okay, I get it. There's so many robots they have to like.
Yeah, parts are
they-
just
they
kind of
have to-
disappearing and spawning and stuff.
Yeah, and it looked cool, so like whatever. But like the first one is just like, I think they realized it was just a needless amount of thought they were putting into it, and yet I adore how much thought they did put into it for that.
Yeah.
It like showed the love there.
It's like for the
I'm
people
gonna get back to
that get it,
yeah.
it makes it worth it.
Yeah, but it just wasn't cost effective. That's the problem with
I'm gonna use the
everything.
bathroom real quickly.
All right, I'm gonna
Zoom
grab
out.
some of these questions there.
Cool.
Oh yes, Radiant Black. I gotta talk to Rob about it when he gets back. I love Radiant Black. I was trying to figure out what that was. Yeah, especially the animation with Will Friedle. So good. Wilfried Friedle. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good question. I'll take that. Man, my stream is so far behind. Looking at it now, should his head be smaller? I'm looking at Shock now. How's voice acting going? Any new roles? That's a tough question. I never know what I'm allowed to say. Just sort of go in and do it. But voice acting's good, especially the couple of weeks. It's just been non-stop stuff in between conventions. Yeah, it's going really good. Glad to say. I know it's not too good for many people, so I'm very grateful for the position I'm in. That's on the interim agreement, so I can say that. So Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii just came out, and I got to be some extra roles in that here and there. I'm like one of the pirates in the beginning that hassles the little kid and the main dude. That was fun. And that's
I've returned.
Welcome back. Have you seen Radiant Black?
No, what is that?
Oh my god, dude! You should look at it. It's this really, really cool comic. It's like a Blue Beetle Booster Gold type of superpower guy, and he's like really powerful, but he's also like voiced by Will Friedle, so he's like a cool little.
Ooh, Image
Deadpool-ish.
Comics. Bro, I feel like all of my favorite comics are coming from Image lately.
I think Image is gunning for a spot in the Marvel versus DC race here. I think it's trying to get towards toppling the giants, and I'm all for it. We need some variety, yeah. But Radiant Black's really fun. I really like the character.
Bruce isn't letting me continue. She's
Hold on,
literally just
Bruce.
sitting on
¿Cómo
my
está?
tablet right now.
He says,
Can you please
No.
get off?
me.
I don't even know what you want me to do right now.
Stop scratching the metal cat. Scratch me instead.
Oh, baby.
Kellen, how does voicing Tennyson feel? Why do people keep thinking I voiced Ben Tennyson?
Well, technically you
Did I
do
vo-
when he's Echo and Accelerate
suppose.
and Portaler and all the other ones.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, get
Those
the
are fun.
Bruce, come on. If I shove you off,
Hello, Bruce.
I don't want you to be offended.
Bruce's eyes are so yellow, bro.
They're super yellow. I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop you into my lap. How about that? Oop, oop, oop. There we go. Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Does
Oh,
he
this
ever
is-
complain if you pick him up? Or does she ever complain if you pick
It
her up?
depends. She doesn't like being held too often. She's very picky about it, but there's moments where she'll let you. She pretty much has to decide, whereas Mochi lives for being picked up.
But does she ever go like when you're as you're picking her up? Does she ever go?
Yeah, she'll let you know she doesn't want to be up there. She will
my
give you a
favorite.
warning, and then she'll start doing that like body twirl thing, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I don't mean like making them mad or anything.
Oh.
I just love when there's a cat there on something they're not supposed to be on, and you pick them up. They're like, no.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like a polite reaction. They're just like, I'm sorry, but I love this right now. Please.
It's literally their version of they let like just a human not being able to do anything about it. Just go no.
Yeah.
Sky Jail. Hey Kellen, what are your thoughts on the MHA Vigilantes anime? Looks good. Looks like the animation we've been getting for the main series, and I'm looking forward to seeing who voices everybody. I know that I'm not going to be a part of it. Overhaul doesn't show up in the series, but I'm really excited to see if they get some fresh new faces on that. Kellen, leak the end of 5YL. Jimmy Neutron comes in with a neutron bomb, goes.
Yep.
Was that loud?
No, it well, I mean, yeah, but I heard you. It didn't like peak.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Debbie Derryberry to come in just to make that sound effect.
We got Debbie Derryberry to come in and scream poggers, and that was it. Kellen Lore goes crazy. Kellen, have you ever considered doing physical acting? I have, but the physical acting world is so much more stressful than the voice acting world, if you can believe it. It's just like self-tapes and cattle calls are like anxiety-inducing for me. And I it's not that I don't love like when I do get to do it. Like my dad has produced a couple movies, and he's like, "Hey, I got a little extra role in there if you want to hop in and do something." I'm like, "Sure," but I don't know. It's fun. There's so many people that do it. So many. Like, for all the people that do voice acting, it's like a fraction of the people that do on-screen acting. And it's like, I am comfortable. I know I'm not supposed to get comfortable, but I'm comfortable in my acting niche. I would rather get uncomfortable in other forms of creation, such as writing, drawing, pretty much everything I'm doing here. Ink Tank is solely Ink Tank is the new, like I'm never going to quit voice acting, but I think Ink Tank is the new frontier for me. I'm putting a lot of my eggs in this basket, and I'm really excited about it.
You definitely are, and I'm very thankful for your support and your talents and your beautiful bodacious beard. You can grow a nice ass beard, dude.
Thanks. You should see it when it gets long, though. It's not as bodacious, but at the length I keep it at, I really like it too. Thank you. It goes all over the place. I can't figure out how to make the hairs go straight.
Have you tried beard oil?
Yeah. Nothing works. I think I just have to live by the water again or something. Burbank is so dry. It's just no stopping it. Let's see. Kellen, tell us FNAF secrets. No. Anyway. My bad. Kellen made a mistake. Wouldn't that be my bad? Ask Rob some questions. Rob time.
Rob time. It's Rob time. I'm gonna rob you.
Shippers eating good. Happy now, shippers? I guess people ship us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mainly Yvonne, I
Caught.
bet.
Yeah. She's just like, look, I love him, but if there was ever anyone else.
Yeah. Listen. You gotta have options. That's all I'm saying. Paxton says, we're all Tennyson at one point or another. Yeah, mostly you. Let's see. If only we knew who the voice actor for Ben in 5YL is. Yeah.
If only we knew.
If only.
Wouldn't it be fucking
Oh, that
funny if
remind-
we just recast him for the last episode?
Shut up. I'm tired of your ass. He's making my... I'm the new voice director and voice caster for the Ink Tank, and he makes my job so unbearable. It's like, hey, what if we got this random YouTuber to be this huge... Yeah, no. He's
Come
never
on,
done
Kellen.
voice acting
You
before.
can make anything. You can make anything happen, right?
I'm not talking about Kaiser Neko, by the way. This was like a hypothetical from a long time ago, but I'm still mad about it. Yes, I can make it happen, but you'll regret it. You'll regret it.
Yeah, you know Mr. Beast, right?
You know, it's funny. Mark does. Mark has his number.
Oh yeah. Is he
Yeah.
gonna be in the next episode of Catching Up?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, maybe Mark's setting up to be on Beast Game Season 2.
That would be so funny. Will this be on the wiki? What?
The
What
dragon?
part of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Marvel Rivals? It's an amazing game, but I don't support it anymore because they fired the whole team that made it great. So
Yeah, fuck
in
them.
my eyes, it's dead.
Yeah, I don't like that either, but to be honest, I probably would have ended up phasing out of the game anyways, just because I am terrible at keeping up with games.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That said, all the voice acting in it is incredible, and I support them wholeheartedly, and you should go visit them at cons and buy their prints. But
Yeah.
but the leadership that's in charge of getting rid of the whole North American part of the team, you can kick bricks. 'Cause that's a no
terrible.
good.
Yeah. Once you're done
I played-
hiring everybody that I need for 5YL, Kellen, you're fired, by the way.
Gotta downsize it
Yeah.
somehow. You're paying me way too much nothing.
Yeah, we need to afford all of Fro's luxuries.
Yeah, Froze.
Yeah. These
I was going to be
caviar
mean.
these caviar Wednesdays are getting pretty expensive, but he insists.
I was going to be mean.
You can never be.
I stopped myself before I was mean to him because then he was going to have a vendetta against me.
He already does.
Yeah, you're right. We the monthly costs to keep his CPAP machine running.
Oh jeez. Yeah, there's a reason he didn't come to your birthday. He was like, "Oh, Kellen, fuck that."
Listen, I'm getting in the roast now. He wasn't
Yeah.
there.
His birthday's right before mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's turning 30 next? Hershey?
Him. No, he. I think
him?
Actually, hold on. Is he? Is Avery 30? I have no clue. He could be.
I don't feel like the oldest here.
You
I don't feel like I am.
I mean, I feel like I've been 30 in my head since I was like 15.
Very same.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe's birthday's tomorrow. He's 29.
29.
Congrats.
Hey.
Happy birthday. Happy
From the birthday
cake.
crew. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey.
So we could have it. So we could pick up who? Hey.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing I can think of.
That was hilarious.
That's why you have me on the writing team.
Yeah. Any good joke
Will this-
comes from Kellen.
Will this be on the wiki? You need to afford Froze breathing tax. Yeah, that's a word for it. He doesn't actually have a CPAP machine. I'm just being mean. Age is a state of mind. It's true.
Yeah.
It's Did you stop skating because you got old? Or did you got old because you stopped skating? Whoa.
Shit, that's deep.
You're going to be 30 next week? Happy birthday.
Hey.
Hey, everybody's birthdays this week or
Birthday.
next week.
Birthdays are coming.
Birthday.
What was 9 months ago?
I was just thinking that. What made
Like,
you?
why is
What made your
everyone
parents
fucking-
bang? What made your parents bang 9 months ago, bro? Because a bunch of people have birthdays in November, and we know why.
9 months ago was June 18th.
Summertime.
Summertime.
Summertime
That's summer
love.
lovin'. Had me a
Summer
blast.
lovin'. Had me a blast.
Yeah.
Summer lovin'. Summer lovin'. Poop came out my ass.
That's right.
I'm on to something
Got
here.
it in a jar.
You put your poop in a jar?
No, I put your poop in a jar.
What'd you do with it then?
Don't worry about it.
Put it back.
You were just gonna throw it out. Now you value it. Now
Put
you
it
want
back.
No.
Put it back.
Put it back in your butt.
Put that thing back where it came from or so else.
All right, but you're not gonna like it.
That's bad.
I'll have to like freeze it first or something.
Hey, Kellen and Kuro, what are your astrological signs? I'm Aquarius.
I'm an Aries.
That tracks. I don't even
Thanks.
know astrology in that track. You just like war.
I do. I love destruction.
You like fight. You like fight and chaos.
Yeah. Even if I fight against it, chaos will always find me.
Chaos reigns.
Yep. No, I just lead
Hey,
into it.
this one's for Kuro. How long does drawing any of the classic aliens usually take?
Like, specifically the classic ones, I've drawn those ones quite a bit, so I could probably get a decent render done in like maybe between 30 minutes and an hour. Like, I used to just always draw.
Nice. I really got to figure out motivation for that. I just can't keep with it. I used to be able to. In school, I would fill notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks of OC aliens. They're all in that Evernote. You've seen them.
I have. I've seen the secret stash.
The secrets of the...
You know, that's surprisingly one thing I could never get into as a Ben 10 fan is making my own aliens. I feel like all of the aliens I tried to make back in the day were straight garbage. I'm not good at making aliens.
Wasn't Ultraviolent one of yours?
Nope, that was Insane Main.
You're
The
right.
only one I made back then that made it into the comic now is Acid Grime, and that's just because Ryan came up with so much more lore and made him cooler. The only thing I thought of was the look and the sticky ball power. Everything else, like where he's got this underskin and all of this, and he can stretch around and all that, that's all Ryan.
God, you've just always been about sticky, huh?
Yeah, nothing but sticky.
Hey Rob, have you seen any of the Quiet Place movies?
No.
Me neither. Next question.
Oh, we are at my 2-hour peak, but I'll say let's take like 2 more, just so we're not ending
Okay.
super abruptly.
Kellen, would you allow us to commission Kuro to draw your aliens early? I mean, you can do what you want. If you want to pay Rob to commission one of mine, I am.
How would they
Yeah,
know though without your Evernote? Just blindly pick one, or like would you come up with a selection?
Yeah, I guess just pick a Kellen slot, but like, yeah, I mean, Rob has stated, for the record, by the way, you guys don't. I mean, you don't have to like spend your money on that because Rob said he would just draw whatever I want forever for all time.
Yeah.
But like, but like, if you guys really want to see it and get him off his ass and get me off my ass, because I'm in no rush, then I suppose that that would be a worthy cause. I don't want to take away from your guys' aliens, because we don't know about yours yet, but he knows all of mine.
Yeah, every last fucking one of them.
Let's see.
Where's my?
What's a good last one? Okay, let's do 2. This guy really wants me to answer.
Okay.
What would you do if you got turned into jury rig? I would build a counterfeit money-making machine and be rich. What about you?
I would
build a machine that ends world hunger.
my
What about
first
you?
my first thought was work. I was just like, what could I have the jury rig do? Because I was like, maybe I could have that one make the breakdown. Oh no, I turn into jury rig. I don't clone myself.
Yeah, you are jury.
Oh, I'm jury rig. Oh, what the fuck can I
Yeah.
do? I'd probably do something for somebody else, like the world hunger thing, because I'm all set with. Oh, I'd fix my car. I would fix my car.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I'd probably try to invent some type of food machine.
Yeah, and then the food machine.
Yeah.
You could make a automatic. You make a big tablet bed for Bruce to sleep on
Yeah.
instead of yours.
I think she really likes smooth surfaces. I have this theory because we as humans with smooth skin, we love fuzzy, furry textures and whatnot. And I've noticed like furry, fuzzy animals, or at least my cats, love smooth textures like kitchen floors, tablets, cardboard boxes. It's like the opposites attract.
Mm.
You know?
Did you see that there's a company that makes fake laptops for cats to sit on next to you?
That's hilarious. No, but I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
It's apparently very successful. All right, one last question, because we're over time. Come on, chat. What's a good? Okay, let's answer this one. I know hiatus is still ongoing, but is there any chance Zombozo's episode gets a full breakdown at any point? I know it lost in the polls, but I want that review with Ryan really bad.
It's hard for me to make those decisions in advance, but I will say, before I do any more breakdowns, and I'm actually kind of glad it lost in the polls because I needed to do this first. I'm gonna do the breakdowns video, which I've actually written the skeleton of it. I've picked out all the questions I'm gonna answer. I wrote up my responses. I just have to like make the video now, but I'm not exactly in a rush to do that yet. But that will come out first and foremost, and then I'll see where I'm at in life in terms of making a full breakdown. Yeah.
Sounds good, brother. Yeah, I want to be on it one more time before it ends.
Yeah. I remember there was an episode you told me you wanted to be on, and I think I ended up doing it because I forgot.
Just wasn't thinking about it. Yeah.
It was
I wasn't
like
going to bring it up, but it was the electric one.
Yeah, I realized that. Oh, that wasn't even a quick review. I remember because I had time to record. That's pretty much what determines... I'm actually going to go into this more during the breakdown videos, but the episode itself has little to no sway in choosing what I do and don't do as a full breakdown. It's just like, here's some free time. Do I have enough time to make a full breakdown? I do? I will. Okay. How about now? Oh, I don't have enough time. It's a quick review. Like, it's all schedule-based. Yeah.
I figured that's what it was, because that's how you tackle a lot of this stuff, and
Pretty
that
much.
is your process, and it works for you, and it works for everybody.
Yeah. All right. Well, I made some pretty good progress on this. I got more done than I thought. My thumb didn't limit me nearly as much as I thought it would, but I do have to be a little more careful with my keystrokes.
Joe says this looking good.
Sweet. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix the thickness change right here though, but I'll do that more polished later. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in to the first. Huh?
The one question I had was, the size of the head, is that locked in?
It pretty much, yeah. Like altering a size like that well, I mean, let's take a look, because you do see line thicknesses, and like from what I can see from the concept art, this is how big the head really is drawn in that. But I could shrink it.
Yeah.
But see how, like,
I think
if I shrink it,
I don't know. It looks a little bit bigger.
you see the line thickness, and it's like it almost looks like it's pasted on there. I can only shrink it so much before you start to notice. Like maybe I could do.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, maybe this would be fine.
Well,
but
one more thing. Alirog says their birthday's on Saturday. Can we get a happy birthday? Can she get a happy birthday from us?
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Alirog.
Yeah, I'll give you a good old round of applause for your birthday.
And a cake.
Yeah,
A cricket cake.
cricket cake. All right, thank y'all for
Cake of
tuning in to the
crickets.
first Wave 7 stream. I'm going to try to be picking things up again every Tuesday at 2 p.m. EST with commissions. Every now and then, I did accept like 14, so I'm either stacked for a bit or I can try to get some weekend streams in, but no promises there. And Kellen, you said you're interested in trying to make a more frequent appearance on these. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool,
I
cool.
got them in my calendar from now
Sweet.
on. So as long as I'm not like dead from the con before, I should be here.
Awesome. I'll start putting that in the posts then. Like, hey, Kellen's here too. It's the tank power. But yeah,
Activate.
I'll finish this whenever my schedule allows. But until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. And as always, keep it fizzy.
Mm.